if someone told you that the entire YouTube algorithm was about to change, and then they actually told you how to rank no one in 2025. No, I'm not saying that's going to happen. But this video is important because if you learn the hidden mechanics of the algorithm today, you will set yourself up for success no matter how YouTube decides to shake things up next year. I'm gonna take you through 5 steps that make up the backbone of the current YouTube algorithm. And if you can master these 5 steps, you will unlock the secret to getting more views than you have ever gotten before. So, step no. 1 is to understand that the YouTube algorithm is all about relevance. YouTube is constantly scanning billions of data points in real time, trying to figure out what video should be shown to who. When they click on a link or search for something in the search bar, it's like this giant game of chess where YouTube is trying to predict what move to make next, and it's always changing. But there are some key pieces of the puzzle that never change. First off, let's talk about keywords. When people type into the search bar, they're looking for specific information. For example, they might be looking for a video on how to bake chocolate chip cookies or how to fix a leaky faucet. Whatever they type in is their keyword. Now, YouTube needs to figure out which video is the most relevant to that keyword and show it to the person searching. So if you want to get out the word about your new video, you need to make sure it's optimized around the right keyword. That means including the keyword in the title, the description, and even the URL, if possible. You also want to use synonyms and related terms so YouTube knows what your video is about, even if it doesn't include the exact keyword. So for example, if I do a search for best places to travel, you can see that YouTube suggests a bunch of different keywords that are related to my search. It includes popular destinations, activities, and even transportation methods. These are all terms that could be used in a video about travel. And by including them in your metadata, you'll signal to YouTube that your video is relevant to a wider range of searches. But wait, there's more. Keywords are only half the battle. You also need to consider how people phrase their searches. Sometimes they might use just one keyword like travel or best places to visit. Other times, they might use a full phrase like top 10 destinations for families. And sometimes they might even use a question like, where should I go on vacation? To figure out how people are searching for videos on your topic, head over to the search bar and start typing in some keywords related to your video. See what suggestions pop up and take note of any common phrases or questions. This is a great way to brainstorm ideas for future videos and optimize your existing videos for different types of searches. Step 2 is to dive deep into the psychology of the viewer. What makes him click on one video and not another? How long do they watch for? And what do they do after the video ends? The best way to figure this out is to look at your analytics, specifically the audience tab. There you'll find all kinds of information about your viewers, like their age, gender, location, and interests. You can also see what videos they're watching and how long they're watching for. All of this information can help you create more engaging and relevant content. For example, if you notice that your viewers are mostly women between the ages of 25 and 34 who are interested in fashion and beauty, you can tailor your content to those interests. Maybe you can make videos about the latest makeup trends or how to style a classic little black dress. Or maybe you can interview other influencers in the fashion and beauty space. By understanding your target audience, you can create content that speaks directly to them and keeps them coming back for more. Another way to understand your audience is by looking at what videos they're watching. Are they watching beauty tutorials, comedy sketches, or documentary-style videos? Knowing what kind of content your audience enjoys will help you decide what kind of content to create. If your audience likes watching short-form content, then you might want to try making YouTube Shorts. On the other hand, if your audience prefers long-form content, then you might want to stick to traditional long-form videos. And finally, don't forget about the power of engagement. The amount of likes, comments, and shares that the video gets is a strong signal to YouTube that people are enjoying the video. So make sure to ask your viewers to like and subscribe to your channel and share your videos with their friends. You can also encourage viewers to leave comments on your videos. Not only does this help YouTube understand what your audience likes, but it also helps build a community around your channel. Step 3 is to create videos that are optimized for discovery. One way to do this is by creating high retention videos. Retention is basically how long people watch your video for. The longer they watch, the more likely it is that they'll be recommended to other people. There are a few ways to create videos that are optimized for discovery. First, make sure that your title and thumbnail are as clickbait as possible. If people don't click on your video, then they won't watch it at all. Second, make sure that your intro is as engaging as possible. People who watch the intro and stick around are more likely to be retained for the rest of the video. And third, make sure that your content is as valuable as possible. If people find your content to be helpful, informative, or entertaining, then they're more likely to watch it till the end. One thing that you can do to improve retention is to add chapters to your video. Chapters are basically timestamps that allow viewers to jump to different parts of your video. This can be especially useful if your video is long form. Another thing that you can do to improve retention is to add cards to your video. Cards are basically clickable buttons that allow viewers to access more content. This can be especially useful if you have a bunch of videos on similar topics. Finally, you can improve retention by making sure that your video ends with a call to action. A call to action is basically a prompt that tells viewers what to do next. For example, you could tell them to watch another one of your videos, leave a comment, or subscribe to your channel. Step 4 is to use YouTube Shorts to your advantage. YouTube Shorts are short-form videos that are designed for the YouTube mobile app. They're basically YouTube's answer to TikTok and Instagram Reels, and they have become an incredibly powerful tool for growing an audience on YouTube. In fact, according to a recent study, YouTube Shorts have a 39 higher average view count than regular YouTube videos, and they also tend to reach a wider audience. This is because YouTube Shorts are often shared outside of the YouTube app, which exposes them to a whole new set of viewers. There are a few ways to use YouTube Shorts to your advantage. First, you can use them to promote your existing long-form content. For example, you could create a short that previews the latest chapter from your long-form video series. You can also use shorts to tease upcoming content. For example, you could post a short announcing that you'll be releasing a new long-form video on a particular topic next week. And finally, you can use shorts to experiment with new topics and formats. Since shorts are so easy to create, you can use them to try out new ideas without investing a lot of time and effort. For example, you could create a short on a potential new video topic and see how well it performs before committing to a full-length video. And if you want to grow on YouTube Shorts, there is a complete guide that goes through everything from posting at the right time to choosing the perfect topic. Now, let's talk about the fifth and final piece of the YouTube algorithm: leveraging what's trending. Trending videos are videos that are currently popular on YouTube. You can see the most popular videos in your niche by clicking on the trending tab in the YouTube app or on the homepage. Leveraging what's trending is a great way to get your videos in front of a larger audience. This is because trending videos are often suggested to viewers who are watching other trending videos. So, if you create a video on a trending topic, you'll be in front of an audience that is already primed to watch your type of content. To leverage what's trending, first, you need to be aware of what's popular on YouTube at any given time. You can do this by checking the trending page in your niche and following some of the top creators in your space. When you see a video that starts trending, take note of the topic and try to think of ways that you can cover that topic in your own content. Then, once you have an idea, create a video on it and make sure to optimize it around the right keywords. For example, if a video on the best places to travel in 2025 starts trending, then you could create a video on the best places to travel in 2026. And there you have it. The 5 hidden mechanics of the YouTube algorithm. If you master these steps, you'll be well on your way to getting more views than you've ever gotten before. But remember, the YouTube algorithm is constantly changing, so it's important to stay up to date on the latest changes and best practices. If you want to learn more about how the YouTube algorithm works, I recommend checking out the official documentation. You can also follow some of the top YouTube creators in your niche to see how they're readapting to the latest changes in the algorithm. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate you for watching, and I hope you have a profitable day.